Hey everyone, welcome back to our Xerxes game. We're now Mongolia. We're into the exploration era. This is the first turn of the era. And yeah, it's been a pretty good game. If you saw part one, we fully conquered one civ, and then we took one city from Friedrich. So I think the next step will be to fully conquer him, hopefully. Um, Now, the thing with Mongolia, let's take a look at their abilities. We get extra non-sufficient Orbis Legacy Path points for conquered settlements in homelands, as well as distant lands, I guess. But normally you get those points in the Age of Exploration when you go conquer just in distant lands. But we get them also in the homeland, which is cool. So I think we're just gonna focus our attacks in the homeland. Um, and what else here? So +3, we've got our Persia, or our Xerxes bonuses here. I already discussed last episode. Now with Mongolia, we get the let's see, when you capture an opposing settlement, gain the strongest cavalry unit you can currently train, but minus 50% production toward training settlers. Interesting. Plus 30% production toward Erdene Zoo, so that's our unique wonder. We'll want to build that. The Keshig unit, unique ranged unit, +1 movement, and heals 15 after defeating an enemy unit. Counts as a cavalry unit and ignores zone of control. We have our commander, the Noyan, plus 50% flanking to cavalry units in the command radius, and then we have our Ortu building, plus 5 gold, restores movement to any Mongol unit at its location. It's a unique improvement, ageless. And yeah, that basically summarizes Mongolia. So we're going to try to make use of those abilities. Now, we've got eight settlements. We've got 2 more capacity, so I think we can start gearing up for war. We probably can start attacking already. I think I'm going to start... I guess I'll start moving these units down. What's the quickest way to do this? And I had 5 commanders, and I'm noticing I don't have all the units. Like I had them loaded up, 5 commanders fully loaded up with units, but these are not completely loaded up. So maybe maybe I just don't know how to play. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but somehow our units disappeared. It looks like at least some of them did. Maybe I should build up. You know what? Why don't we build up our empire a little bit? Maybe rush something like a cavalry or something like that. Maybe we go to heraldry and then we attack. So I guess we probably won't attack yet. But let's start moving units down to the border. Okay, we've got our legacies here too. So let's see, we've got only 1 scientific, so obviously we'll pick that. 2 economic. I think I actually prefer this rather than this. And we'll take the cultural point. Now for this, I think we got what, 4 points remaining because we have 1 wild card point. Settlement limit I really like, +2. I also like the infantry, but then I would like the military attribute as well. So I think I might just do these 2. And I guess that's good. We're wasting 1 economic, but oh, actually wait. Yeah. That's fine. All right, let's confirm those. I've converted 1 city just now to it's 1 town to a city. This was a city before as well. I'd like to get another city going as well. Probably Raga. This has some buildings too though. So I think Raga's probably a bit better though. These yields. So we're gonna try to build up our cities a little bit. I guess we're not, like, can we even make, is there any infantry? We can make a Keshig. We can make a courser as well. Do we just go for that, or do we do I think we'll probably do maybe the stone cutter first as +5 production. So I'll put a little bit of emphasis into simming. And then, yeah, stone cutter there as well. And then I think we'll transition to focusing on war. So, yeah, that basically summarizes the start here. And I'll come back in a few turns and sort of give another summary. I'm going to try a new format, so let me know what you think. I feel like in my past videos that I've edited, there's still just too much unnecessary detail. I'm not going to worry about the deals the AI sends and stuff like that. I want to try to give more of a summary of the game. So this will be my attempt to do that, and we'll see. Hopefully it'll make editing easier too, because I really hate editing. But if I can kind of just give periodic summaries of how the game is going and maybe show a little gameplay, I think that might be better. Choose our attributes. Okay, so plus, yeah, obviously we'll take that. Economic, obviously that, and then scientific, that. Okay, so that was pretty straightforward. Okay, we're up to 420 CE. And you know what? We actually, I don't know what happened, but like when I clicked on my commanders again, a lot of them had units in them. So I don't know. Maybe my units didn't disappear. But I think we have a lot of Keshigs here. So I think we should just go for it. Let's declare on Friedrich. And let's do this. Yeah, okay, we'll do another check-in as the war develops. All right, 470. It's 470 CE, and we're doing some damage to the city. Almost done with it. Almost defenses are almost down. We've killed some units. He has been sending some units to defend, so managed to kill those off. Raga is now a city, so that's an update. And my government, I forgot to mention this. So we're in feudal monarchy, plus 20% food for 10 turns, and then 30% toward training cavalry and naval units for 10 turns. I guess when we're in a celebration, right? We can choose one of those. And I think all of my units actually were here, because I did have a lot of units packed in to these commanders. Building up our cities, still working on buildings, I guess. I guess that's really, I mean, I think our army is pretty much big enough right now, but we'll see. Okay, I think we can take this city, actually. There's no units in there. We've got some units up to the front here, so let's go ahead and take that. That's 10 settlements. So now we can basically just push into these final 4 cities. But I did notice he's got these chevaliers. This is a Norman, I think. Yeah. I think this... I made an attempt with Mongolia before, and I didn't realize I could take cities on my home continent and have it count. So I'm redoing the whole game. But I was also next to Norman in the Age of Exploration, and these units are pretty strong. I think they're only... I guess they're only 40, but I don't know. Just look at that difference there. Maybe it's just the terrain and the difficulty and stuff like that. I don't know, but we're gonna... I think my plan is probably just to sort of fortify here, build fortifications, and then and just hold until I can, I don't know, get to some better units or something. Oh, also I put some points into this independent. I guess that's the only one on this continent. Interesting. And then we are exploring out here. We've got 1 cog. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna settle. I may not even settle any distant lands. I might just go for the military path here. It's now 540 CE, and we've made peace with Friedrich. So I think we'll just heal everything up. Those Chevalier units were just a little too strong, I think. So we'll wait a little bit, heal up the army, and then we'll do another attack. Also, we met Harriet Tubman out here on the other continent. Cities are growing, starting to get some specialists going. 570 CE, so now we finished a temple. Gonna make a religion, Duckism. We'll go with Brahmanism and interfaith dialogue. Continuing to heal up our army. Gonna try, I probably should have started with astronomy. On the tech tree, yeah, I got machinery, but I haven't really done much with it. Although I guess I did get it. I think I do have a sawmill. And now we'll go for astronomy. That'll give us observatories. I want to get my science up. Then we can start working on unlocking units. Finally getting a merchant out. Okay, it's now 700 CE. We have 4 cities. I forget if I mentioned that. We got Athenae is a city, this is a city, this, and this. And I think let's make Ostia a city as well, and that's 5. I do have 4 observatories, so an observatory in each of these. Still healing up the military. Just building our infrastructure, building some missionaries, trying to spread my religion a little bit. Also starting to build some siege units. And we also have this city-state that we're starting to get close to, this independent. Close to being suzerain of. And then on the tech tree, getting close to cartography, then we can do a little more scouting, I think. Actually, maybe not. I guess that's later across the ocean. It's now 790 CE, and we are back in a celebration. So that means the big thing, it really really improves my culture because I have 3 copies of wine, and then that gives you an extra 10% culture when in a celebration. So that's huge. Also, we're going to work on Serpent Mound here in the capital. That's going to give us science on our unique improvements, like the Paradisas. We've got a few in this city. And yeah, the stats are picking up. We're pretty much leading in stats now, so that's good. I'm glad we're kind of focusing on simming up, building our infrastructure and stuff. I have 5 observatories now. And I guess I'm going now for maybe education. I think I might just go straight for that, try to get my science up as much as possible, and then get to some of this later stuff and hopefully push through pretty quickly. Something else I just noticed. This city was Friedrich's, and he's down to 2. No, he's got 3 cities. Are they at war? They must be at war. Hostile, but not at war. Interesting. Okay, so maybe we can finish him off sooner, but yeah, I do have a lot of units. Maybe we'll think about attacking pretty soon. Okay, it's now 900 CE. We just finished the Serpent Mound right there. That's pretty cool. So extra influence, extra science on our unique improvements in this settlement. So the Paradisas, look at that, a little bit of science on those. Pretty cool. Got at least a couple in the city. I think maybe 3. Yeah, 3 of them. I decided not to attack again because I saw like 4 chevaliers or whatever they're called, sort of walking around. I don't think my units can get through those yet. And we are going for education, so I haven't really been investing in like unit techs, but hopefully we can get our science up even more. We are starting to outpace, especially Friedrich in science, so I'm hoping we can get to some of these later techs and then do a lot of damage. But for now, just simming up. We've got 5 cities still, and then 5 towns as well. I think all of our towns are farming or fishing towns. Just building. We got some kilns in process. Got an inn going, and then sawmill. So yeah, having fun. It's a pretty chill point of the game, but we'll see what the future holds. It's now 1010 AD. We've got universities unlocked, so we're building those in pretty much all of our cities. Still holding here with our army. The tech tree is... I'm going back, maybe getting some of these masteries, and then we'll get on to the later techs. There is a scientific city-state out here, so I want to try to get this. That would be good. Back in a celebration, so we've got some extra culture with the multiple copies of wine that we have. Getting some pretty decent specialist tiles. Nothing too crazy yet. Okay, up to 1145 CE now. The era is actually progressing pretty fast. We haven't really done much of anything. I'm still working toward metal casting. I think then I'll attack with lancers, and then we'll have trebuchet. But it looks like Harriet Tubman actually has 15 out of 12 on the relics, so that is pushing the era forward fast. So this will be interesting. We'll see what happens. We might not win this era. Yeah, this will be fun. Just building different things in these cities, armors. We're working on our unique wonder here, Erdene Zoo, in the capital. Hopefully we get that. Okay, 1195 CE. We've just finished metal casting, so we've got lancers and pikemen. Let's upgrade our units. We've got a good amount of gold, so we can go ahead and do that. And then I think we'll plan to attack 255 to upgrade. That's a little pricey, but hopefully we can take these units out. We'll just upgrade these on the front lines first, and then we'll start our attack. See how it goes. Also, we did finish our unique wonder here, so that's pretty cool. +4 culture. Creating a cavalry unit grants culture equal to 25% of its cost. So I probably need to make some more cavalry. Also working on Shwedagon Zeti Dao here. Couple turns from finishing that. But the era is definitely progressing, so we'll see what we can do. Something interesting I just noticed as I'm upgrading these units is I'm getting culture. So I think it must be this wonder that I have. It says creating a cavalry unit grants culture. I'm wondering if even just upgrading these units is giving me culture. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just like a glitch, but that's kind of nice. Okay, 1225 CE, little update on the war. It's going pretty well. We just gradually pushed the Chevaliers back. There were a lot of them to kill, but we've pretty much killed most of them, I think. And I think we can maybe take the city here, or at least that main tile. Yeah, and then we've got one more district to take. It is going to be a little slow, but it's going pretty well. Building more lancers. I could use more trebuchet too, so I'm making those. Tech tree, we're ready to start on gunpowder. That'll be helpful. 68%. So we're almost to the crises. So the game is progressing pretty fast. By the way, here are my policy cards. I don't think I've really shown that yet. So yeah, I like this one. This is +3 for cavalry. We've got also this one +3 for units in enemy territory. So I think those are doing quite a bit of work. Some other pretty good simming ones, I guess. All right, we're pushing through 1255 CE, taking another city. So now got the first level only on this golden age. We got to get down here and start taking these, but these cities have a lot of districts. Wow, that's like 6 defended districts. What, 3? And then she has even better stats than me, so that is gonna be, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens. I need to do a bunch of upgrades. We're about 5 turns from gunpowder. I might wait to attack till then because I feel like I'm gonna need some pretty heavy weapons to break through all of this. But yeah, we'll try to take as many as we can. I guess we need what, another 8? Another 8 cities. Yikes. We're at 71%. We'll see how it goes. Oh, also, we're building Forbidden City here. Still simming up, building pavilions, menageries, building some units still too. Okay, I went ahead and declared war. It's actually going better than I thought it would. These are just knights, it looks like she has. I don't know. She should have, I would think she would have lancers by now, but maybe not. I don't know. And she actually doesn't have, well, okay, she does have some gold. She didn't before a few turns ago, but it was like plus 11 gold per turn. But I don't know. Maybe she just doesn't have the gold to upgrade or something. But yeah, I'm getting through these districts pretty easily. Easier actually than Friedrich. So that's good. Yeah, still a few more turns till gunpowder. And I'm a little low on gold. I figured, you know, I'm not going to have a lot of gold to upgrade units by the time I get gunpowder, so I might as well just attack now and we'll see what happens. We are up to 1310 CE. We've had some progress. We've taken a few more cities. We've completely removed Friedrich from this continent, so that's good. He had this little city down here. Now we're trying to work on this city. This is a pretty big one. There are some mountain passes to get through, but we're making progress little by little. So right now we are 2 on that one. We have none on the economic. We're 1 away from tier 2 on the military, and then we have 1 40 yield tile for the science. Okay, up to 1330 CE, we just conquered this city. That was a battle. These mountain passes are really tough. So yeah, that means we've reached the 2nd level here. And 4 more, I don't know, we're at 88%. I don't know, we'll see if we get there. We're gonna try. But yeah, that's gonna be tough. There's more mountain passes down here, and she has quite a few units. But we'll see what we can do. Okay, the time has come to choose our next government, I guess. So let's see, constitutional monarchy, -10 happiness in all cities. I don't like that. -10 in all towns for the Republic, Revolutionary Republic. Don't like that either. I think the dictatorship, that's the way to go. Authoritarian state, start a celebration, -10 in all settlements in distant lands, and we have none. So that's no downside to that. So we'll do that. We're up to 1340 CE. I'm kind of trying to push into this city. I don't know how that's gonna go. We'll see. The chokes in here are pretty rough. And then trying to push over here a little bit too, but also quite a few chokes. Okay, up to 1370 CE, we've captured this city and this one. These took a little while, but 92%, so we're not moving too quickly there. We need only 2 more cities before we get the golden age there, so maybe we can do it. We'll see. We'll start working on Carthage. Okay, so we've taken Carthage. We're pretty close to taking Madrid. There's 4 defended districts. We've got 1 taken, and then half of 1 taken, I guess. So like 2.5 left. But I have to do future tech, and I think that's gonna progress the era. Plus 10 age progress. I think that finishes it, and I don't think we're gonna get the golden age. We're 1 city from off of it. So that's kind of disappointing, but I don't think there's a whole lot we can do about that. So we'll just see what happens. Yep, we're at 100%. Okay, let's see though what we can do. Can I take it this turn? Probably not, but we can try. Okay, I was a little lazy with like loading up these commanders with units. I do have a couple of them, I think, somewhat loaded up, but we might end up losing quite a few units. Okay, that's it. So close. I think we could have taken that city that turn. So close. So I don't think we even won that era. I think Harriet Tubman won. Wow. Anyway, we have a lot of cities, pretty big, well, big towns, big cities, for the next era. So hopefully we can get the win in the modern age. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Appreciate the support.